way to the audience chamber.
How else was I supposed to see like this?
All sizes, all prices.
What I wouldn't give to be the gondian inventor of steel.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
The tiefling is letting her passions get the better of her. The situation is delicate. Do not be swept up in her emotions.
I don't want to put you in harm's way either. I'll wait for now. But that prick is going to pay.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay her respects. Please, Karlach, come and say a proper hello.
My respects! You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colourful turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounters. But she won't relent. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. She might be anywhere. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the three are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the Absolute. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
So Ketheric was ready to betray our alliance too. I can't say it comes as a surprise. But you should know this. I initiated this plot. I brought Ketheric and Orin together to create the Absolute. They knew this would only work if we stood united and coordinated our powers. Their ambition blinded them to reason. I don't suffer the same affliction. In short, you can trust me. Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A doppelganger in our camp. That sounds all too believable.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. For all its charms, Baldur's Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal. That's where Orin became what she is. Where she worshipped and schemed. And now, it's where she hides from my watchers, when she's not spilling blood in the streets. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorm. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute god. The faithful will do anything in the name of their god. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. Our tyranny. And we are saviors, defenders of the Sword Coast. Our loyal subjects will love us, not hate us. What comes next will be entirely their fault. Soon. First, come and be witness as I make history. The first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Then we proceed. The patriarchs await. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Raven Guard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Baldur's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory. What did you make of him? Yeah. Fucker always had expensive taste. I don't know how anyone in this hall could fall for this charade. Isn't it obvious what a chancer he is? And they expect these big metal monsters to tuck them in at night while the Absolute knocks on the gates. If only they knew the truth. The Dead Three orchestrated all of this. And it's working. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
I almost believed you this time.
I can't really glaze that pizza. He wasn't even hurt.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us.
Let's rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in the house.
Well, you can see my flames. Who's still here?
We broke down the door because it
I don't know, dear. I don't know.
You entered the house before the fire started.
something's not right about those steel watchers. I'm telling you.
Ah, they're harmless. Except...
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree. And to think, the drama's just started. You see, Gortash has had Will's father relocated. To his death, the way I hear it. Such a shame. And to think there's no way to save him. Or is there? I know enough. Let's talk to Will in your camp. Work something out. The Duke's life depends on it. Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in beator.
Notum sit in beator.
You've heard of such devils. Sisters of justice, adjudicators of diabolical contracts and bargains.
Holy hells.
I come to bargain. The hells demand witness.
Your parasite links with Will's, and your memories flow into him. He sees his father's flight from Worm's Rock, and hears Mizora's words to you.
Shit. Where did Gortash send my father? How do I save him?
Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. No contract is ended without sacrifice. A cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
You damned wretch! Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mazora's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet. I have to believe that. I'm not the Hell's puppet in life, nor its warrior in death. The blade will be guiding his own hand. But freedom will be paid in my father's blood. Tomorrow, I celebrate my gain. Today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something. I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses. It would be easier to drink the Styx down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise. We obtain the final 2 Netherstones and take back our minds, and the city, from the brain.
Any complaints will be handled after you turn your animals over to the care of the Ducal Council.
Oh, and what good is that gonna do us?
Swiftly and harshly.
Scandals, vandals, where to buy sandals. It's all here in the bowl of monsters. You have nothing else to do but browbeat the cells.
You, the goddamn disease of the gate. Lady Mazora told me everything. How you and the Blade of Frontiers slaughtered his own father. How he craves ultimate power. How he means to make the city bow to him and him alone. First I finish you, then I finish the Duke's traitorous son! Stand down! I believe you. The Battle Lord help me. What darkness has fallen upon us? Listen, there's something Will should know. On his way from Elturel, Ravengard sent a messenger with word of the cult. He knew about the Absolute. I thought little of it at first, but he realized the danger before anyone else did. He understood that if the cult was successful in raising an army, Baldur's Gate would be doomed. And he knew that to protect the city, one trained in the ways of the great champions would have to rouse the worm living beneath. If I'm not mistaken, that would be Will. A bronze dragon, to be precise, sleeping beneath us. The worm goes by many names. Ansor, the Waiting Storm, the Heart of the Gate. He made Balduran a binding promise to protect the city when its need was greatest. The city's survived countless threats, but Ravengard knew its walls would fall to the cult. With him gone, and the city near ruin, your call is to unleash the Heart of the Gate. Take this, the legend of Ansor. The bards call it a tall tale, but every last word is true. Follow its path to the worm, or do not, and let the coast be drowned in blood. I was right to lay down my arms. Fohammer be praised. I should go, gather allies. We'll join you in your hour of need. Free the worm, and may his thunderous wind drive the Absolute from the coast.
Country. Belching smoke and metal screeches. Keep the city peaceful, my arse. Surely you can't agree with how he's talking to a child. It's out of order.
My shot's pilfered every day by one of these people. City should be for proper folk.
Should be a home with a loved one.
Look around you. It's peaceful, isn't it?
Peaceful for the moment. But for how long?
The only moment you're in. This one. Worry about the next one when it comes.
Answer is sleeping under Worm's Rock prison. But what's this of a true hero's spark?
It's peaceful, isn't it?
Dogs are now a restricted area.
Just living. Worry about the next one.
Are you looking to get stone flat with a steel watch?
Evil comes in many forms.
It's not a lie. If you would just listen, I could explain.
You have done quite enough explaining, Volothamp Gadan. You have poisoned the very hearts and minds of these good, kind, gentle citizens with your lies, your delusions, your conspiracies. Though you hide behind a mask of stories, we have seen beyond the veil. We see what you really are. Fearmonger. Hear, hear! Attention seeker. Hear, hear!
agent of chaos.
Your parasite stirs in recognition. This man is infected.
Let the hells follow! Today, citizens, we rid ourselves of this cankerous sore. Today, we burn away all falsehoods. Today, we will be divided no longer, for today, we rise in truth!
Don't just stand there! Help me, goddammit! Help me!
We're not gonna let this happen, are we? Volo's... well, he's Volo.
The newcomer speaks, and speaks of evidence, and trials, and justice. And in so doing, they delay their very own salvation. Dear citizen, dear friend, rest assured you will have your justice. But I'm afraid the time for trials has passed. Now is the time for judgment!
No! Please! No!
time to waste.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
In position.
No mercy.
I fished these waters.
I can't feel my legs! I would have taken to my grave if you hadn't intervened. Gods, I really thought I was done for. I suppose thanks are in order. Again, what's an heroic story without a little risking of one's neck, eh? And you know what they say, the bigger the story, the more people want to kill you for it. I'll tell you all about it. But not here. Too many eyes, ears, and weapons about. Meet me at your camp.
Something's going on. Bet my net on it.
It is splendid to see you again, my friend. If you hadn't saved me from that mob, I'd be penning a guide to the afterlife based on first-hand experience. Perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me? Quite right. But it is not Orin herself who has marked me for death. It is her dread master. The Lord of Murder has returned. As he did 100 years ago, Baal has set his accursed sights on Baldur's Gate. And his temple runs red with the blood of the innocent. Orin is his chosen. And like Sarevok before her, she is able to take on the savage form of the Slayer. If the Slayer is not stopped, it will slaughter every living thing in this city. As one of those things, I'm particularly eager to stop it. And there is a way. I have a study of the beast, penned by the wizard Irenicus himself. It contains all of the knowledge needed to slay the Slayer. Now, I just need a brave adventurer. willing to face Baal's chosen, and to put the knowledge into practice. Wonderful! I can scarcely think of anyone more suitable. It will serve you well. A study of the Slayer penned by John Irenicus. It's one of a kind, so do try to keep it away from the inevitable bloodbath, The Dream Eater. It is said the children of Baal are claimed throughout their sleep, ever disturbed by visions of a life of bloodshed and terror. Once they have seen too much, once these dreams drive their minds to break, they are beset by the Slayer. It is a beast of unspeakable violence that consumes all in its path, including the soul of the one who is host to it. A genius, exiled from his home in the elven paradise of Soldanessala, when he attempted to seize the power of life itself, he instead turned his magnificent mind to murder on a grand scale. That is how he came to crave the power of the Baal spawn. He saw them not as living things, but as tools for his own machinations. In the end, though Irenicus took the form of the Slayer for himself, it was a Baal spawn who thwarted him, the same that saved Baldur's Gate. Quite so. I was rather hoping you'd gathered all the rest of the adventuring paraphernalia yourself. You'll need every advantage. I am a living witness to Baal's defeat those 100 years ago. So I know your battle against him is not futile. He can be stopped, but not all of those who stood against him survived. And those who did were never the same again. I wish you luck, my friend. And I hope that when I see you again, you'll be in one piece. 2 or 3 at most.
These fish smell...
You want 4 birds on the slope? You pay for all 4 birds.
We only have enough for 3.
Of course they do.
Well, we sold everything. Very...
Slipping through the absolute blockade is risky business. Everybody pays.
We have touched harbor robbery. Especially when it's been exploited. We both know we can sell it for twice that.
As anything recently.
So,
haven't had a clean catch in 10 days.
You, sir.
You'll have to wash them all. Marek will never let you sell them like that.
You want 4 birds on the slope? You pay for all 4 birds.
Security zone. Trespassers will be terminated without warning.
Slipping through the absolute blockade is risky business. Everybody pays.
You've wandered into a forbidden area. You sense it might be time.
Something's going on down there.
At least 100 in
Bet my
coin.
net on it.
I've got a long road ahead.
You've set foot in a restricted area.
Breathe quiet. Move with care.
poor fucker. Swift and lethal.
Well, so much for peace.
Welcome, rest.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Open up.
Let's end this.
Where do I go from here?
Torment!
I need healing.
That should more than suffice.
You are asking the impossible. Gyrometics require a steady hand and a sharp gaze. I can barely keep my eyes open. I need to rest.
You have a son, do you not? Is he as lazy and pathetic as his spineless mother?
Wait! stay your hand, I beg you.
Prinsky's motivation sequence activated.
Tell me, Gondian. Tell me about your son.
He's not... Yes, Overseer Holt. He's frail in body and mind like me, like all of us. Yet by your grace, he lives.
And your wife?
She was useless and interfered with production quotas. You were wise to remove her from this world. Forgive my outburst. I will work through the night. This Watcher will be operational by dawn.
I will allow it. But if your work is anything short of impeccable, your son will die screaming. Is that clear?
Yes. Overseer Holtz.
Stay awake. Just stay awake.
Red Brother, stand ready. Gondians, so much as twitch, and I'll rip your tongues out myself.
You recognize the Overseer's uniform. She's a follower of Bane, the god of tyranny.
An interloper? How did you get in here? It matters not. You revealed yourself for nothing. The Gondians wouldn't know a spine if I ripped it from their backs and beat them with it.
You're wrong. Even if we beg, even if we humiliate ourselves, it won't matter. You'll kill us all anyway.
What was that?
I said, we shall bow no more. For the glory of Gond!
Come on, Karlak. Show him who you are. Victory awaits. Prinsky's motivation sequence activated.
No! The motivator! Deactivate it! Hurry! the bodies.
Get rid of these bodies. Right now.
If I hide the corpses, the smell will attract someone.
An overseer?
I need to dispose of them.
I'm so dead!
So much blood.
I could cut them up.
You have.
Or perhaps incinerate them.
You have to get rid of the bodies.
Need to get rid of these bodies.
What if I get caught?
Right now.
God help me.
We're not thinking like that.
So much blood.
Bastards deserved it.
One problem at a time. Deal with
The
it.
overseers are gonna burn us alive for all this. Our families. Everyone. So much blood. Oh, and the
If I hide
smell.
the corpses, the smell will attract someone. Blessed be. What have we done? They're dead. They're all dead. No. You don't understand. The overseers hold more than our lives hostage. They have our families. And if they see what we've done, killing me will only be the beginning. God help us.
I'm gonna be sick.
Cut them up. Or perhaps incinerate them.
So much blood.
What if I get caught?
This Watcher is in Phase 8 assembly stage. Components over-delivered for this month's quota by 114%.
Deal with the bodies.
You have to get rid of the bodies.
The targeting module, an optical focus device, is fitted within the Watcher's helm to enable aiming of the harpoon bow.
So much blood.
I'm gonna be sick.
Oh, and the smell.
Here, in unpowered prototype form, stands a completed steel Watcher, the proudest achievement of the Foundry, and a tribute to the untiring efforts of the Bay Knight Overseers.
Massive destabilization. Nangufkri Shavdalor. Your nervous gait betrays your presence, stranger. You don't belong here. Who are you? Blakaith. Why? Your presence imperils us all. If any of us attempts to escape, our kin will die. The Overseers, they have a contraption. When triggered, it will kill everyone who wears a collar. You underestimate the enemy. The Overseers, they are Glixbran Rakthar. The collars are not only equipped with explosives, there is also a mechanism that alerts the Overseers if they're removed. One of us may be able to save themselves, but it would be at the expense of everyone else. We can't risk it. Even if we did somehow unshackle our collars simultaneously and overthrow our oppressors, there would be consequences. Our families are held elsewhere. The Overseers need only activate those contraptions they hold, and they suffer the consequences of our actions too. We cannot win. We must aid in building these Vagron. Gunkal. Aye. Even more, I'd help you destroy this place. I don't know where they are, but some of the Overseers must. You'll have to infiltrate deeper into the Foundry. Just make sure you don't get caught. If they raise the alarm, they'll trigger the collars. I will pray for you. My daughter. Her name is Obinia. Gondral Frakas Hulnish. May Gond be with you. hasn't been long.
Over there.
Time to strike. Make way.
Let's go. Easy these days. catch my breath.
Swift and lethal. Got to concentrate. What's the plan?
Heading out.
Victory awaits. I need healing.
fall by my hand.
Frank!
Feel my mistress's wrath.
But to keep going.
Activation sequence activated.
No surrender.
should I do? Moving.
Time to push my luck again. Can't slow down. Well, so much for peace. Another step forward. May the gods take you first.
Speed's motivation sequence activated.
Close ranks.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Phew. Another one down.
brain removed. Is this how they puppet the Steel Watch?
The inscription reads, "Fresh supplies for the Steel Watch, courtesy of Necromancer Balthazar."
We're not thinking like that.
Oh, the
One
smell.
problem at a time. Deal with the bodies.
My dogs are barking. Can we rest?
A letter from Orin.
Your mind tingles as it opens to Will. He learns of Mazora's meddling and Floric's tale of the dragon Ansur.
Curse that rotten devil and her forked tongue, trying to set Eltan against me. She's a damnable inferno of chaos. What matters now is that Eltan saw sense, and we know our path forward. We'll finish what my father couldn't. We'll awaken Ansur, the heart of the gate. O Baldurin, founder due veneration. His guardian dragon Ansur tremendous in worth. a savior below, our eternal elation. It's not just a tale, it's a history. Consider this. To Wormway 'neath prison's deepest level. That must mean Worm's rock prison. That's where we'll find the entrance to this Wormway. Then this. With the shock of a true hero's spark flickers, the torches alight, and Worm's eye shall awake a glitter. To open the way, we'll need to spark torches. This dragon Ansor was Baldur's ally. We'd be fools to let him sleep while the Dead Three's chosen raised the city. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse. Yes, and at a great cost, partial ceremorphosis. I won't begrudge you your choice. As for me, though, thank you.
Something on your mind?
You know exactly what's on my mind.
Why, only the truth. That you bear the blame for the Duke's untimely demise. Such a loyal servant of the city, so eager to hear of your exploits. Tell me, darling, how is she? What a relief. It would be a shame if she'd struck down the one and only blade. Alas, she misses the fallen Duke. Someone will need to step up in his absence. A man with the spirit of a dragon. His only son, perhaps. The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise. And you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched. You are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The Dead Three and that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious. The 9 hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy. Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel, but those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all. Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
Gortash isn't going to find out.
People down there on the docks going about their business.
Oh, we'll get to them soon enough.
It's P2 and I'm free.
When do I get a break from your wine?
Are the gods truly this petty?
10 days, maybe more.
Gortash are working us to the bone. You need to get some rest.
Want another?
Blood comes easy these days.
Time to deal some punishment. Swift and lethal. Taste my fury.
Curious.
What's this? You ain't supposed to be down here, mate.
A submersible. It matches the description of the vehicle that brought the Gondian hostages into the Iron Throne.
The only port in this whole bleeding city that matters. Now, why are you here? Did Gortash send you? No news is good news, right? Especially with the rough water between here and the Iron Throne. No prisoners lost in the last batch of runs either, though them servants of Umbly are making the trip damn near deadly. Bloody salt is always flopping around in the water. I've almost hit one or two now. Might have even nicked one off the port bow the other day. Maybe that'll teach them to keep out of the way. You're testing me. All right. It's an underwater prison, most secure in the realms. Myself and Cap are the only ones who can make it there in one piece. Lord Gortash keeps some gondians there. Collateral to keep those working in the Steelwatch Foundry under control. Do you now? Boss never sends anyone that away but prisoners. You're meant to go to the Iron Throne, and I'm the King of the Sword Coast. Don't know what your game is, but I don't want to be involved. Bye. Didn't I tell you to feck off? Get out of my face. Didn't I tell you to feck off? All right. Keep that mad dog stare to yourself. I'll take you in. But look, there's some bad shit going down in there. You don't want to get involved. Neither did I, but it was them or me. I'll get Cat warmed up. Get in when you're ready.
Aren't you the intrepid little adventurer, digging and diving where you don't belong? Wrong. Your presence here is the only real threat to their survival. Dead, they're no use to me, so I keep them safe, after a fashion. I've prepared for this eventuality, and if you interfere, I will destroy the Iron Throne. Return to the docks, or the deaths of everyone inside will be on your conscience.
Your mind turns to the Gondian hostages, bound in fear, their futures hanging by a thread in Gortash's web.
That was a mistake. When the corpses start to wash up on the shore, remember, you could have prevented all this.
Halt.
A cold, suckering wetness grasps at your mind. A voice, familiar to you from the Underdark, wraps itself around your brain.
You must act with haste. Duke Ravengard is held within these walls. He must be extracted. Normally, I would find your people's lust for pleasantries amusing. Unfortunately, we have no time. There are many hostages here. Duke Ravengard, chief among them. He needs your help. Do not concern yourself with me. The city will be best served if you save Duke Ravengard. Duke Ravengard is held in the security wing. Be careful. There are many hazards. This structure is collapsing. Act with speed. Act with efficiency. Good luck.
Find a route.
Duke Ravengard! He's still alive! Thank the gods!
Got to press on.
Get me out of here! What should I do?
Victory awaits. Taking position.
It's alibi!
In my best interest.
Well, so much for peace. Light on my feet.
harm in trying.
Within reach.
Finally! My deepest thanks to you.
Have to keep going.
Go! Run! I can make it.
Aye, a chance! Quick!
Need to hurry. Get away from these fish freaks.
Here goes.
Who took my son?
That's it.
boots have seen everything.
We're near there. We can make it.
Look who it is. I was hoping you'd bound along. A bargain's a bargain, and I've come to see it through. Mia Furia. Kneel for me. If only Will were here to see this. This is what he wanted, after all. Now, stand back and enjoy the show.
Consider me. Oh, just in here.
I've got it.
On the move.
those ranks. Heading there. I am fury. I am death. On the move.
But Agro, we can't just leave his body.
Dead. We're not. I'm sorry, but we've got to move. Now!
Calmness greets you as the submersible slows to a halt. Unlike the Iron Throne, you remain intact. The same cannot be said for most of Gortash's hostages. Duke Ravengard approaches you, looking confused.
He's tadpoled, but under my protection now, just like you. His mind is his own again.
I'm free. In my own mind again, wholly. I will not take it for granted. You have my gratitude, friend. You acted quickly, decisively. No soul who fell here did so in vain. I will honor their sacrifice. The Absolute. Its voice was clear as crystal. Beautiful as a nymph's smile. It showed me the darkest lies and convinced me of their truth. To be free is like knowing the sun's warmth on my face for the first time. My thoughts are my own now, and my purpose certain. I will wait at your camp. We can speak more there.
Gods, we made it. We actually made it.
All right, we're good to go. Say goodbye to Cap and come up the hatch when you're ready.
Savior! Please, I want to ask you something.
Your world's air. I never imagined missing its feeling on my skin. Curious. I owe you a great debt, Sunchild. One I shall repay. When I return to the surface, I will alert my colleagues at the Society. Find me there, and I will offer you what aid I can against this evil.
I can't thank you enough. I was certain that place was to be my cold, wet tomb. I just wish more of us had made it through. But morning can wait. We were kept hostage to control our families and the Steel Watch Foundry, to keep them building Gortash's death machines. Please. They need to know what happened here. They have no reason to obey Gortash anymore. If they rebel, it'll put a dent in Gortash's steel might. He did? Of course he did! I knew it. I knew he would do something. Finally over! We're safe! Thank you again! May Gon's grace guide you.
Father will be waiting in camp. It's about time we talked.
I bet you're pleased with yourself. Saving Ravengard and making a fool out of me in a single swoop. Go on, do your gloating. You've earned it.
Damn right I did. My father is safe and my chains are broken.
Indeed. A bargain's a bargain. And the man who skirts a sworn pact is living on borrowed time. For now, you've tipped the scales in your favor. But all it takes is a whisper for me to tip them back. Why look for hidden meaning when the words are laid so bare? Besides, now is a time of celebration. I am sure you and Duke Ravengard have plenty to talk about.
First you cleave my heart in twain, now you shatter it to pieces. My son a monster, twisted beyond recognition. To think my blood flows through those veins. Is this my fate? To be freed from Gortash's hell, only to be trapped in yours?
It isn't what you think. It never was.
You turned your back on me, on your city, to chase the she-devil and her power. She stinks up the place even now. It is exactly what I think. There is always a choice.
Father, please. There's something I must show you.
Ravengard's tadpole clenches as your memories and wills flow into him.
My tears rooms. I'm in your mind.
The Grand Duke sees Mizora and her infernal sisters. He sees the agony in Will's face as an impossible choice is set before him.
No. My son.
The past becomes present, and Will's thoughts are laid bare. Ravengard sees Will partnering with Mizora to defeat Tiamat's cultists before they could lay siege to Baldur's Gate, and he sees everything beyond. The Nautiloid journey, the perilous path to Moonrise, the astral prism, and the Emperor within.
Will.
Everything I did for Baldur's Gate. I did for you.
My son. You sold your soul to save Baldur's Gate, and I cast you out for it. You gave yourself to the Hell's eternal fires so I might walk free. By the gods. Can you ever forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive. You wanted to protect the city. I only ever wanted the same.
You are a better man than most, and a better son than I deserve. I'll yet make amends, but my duty is first and foremost to the city and its people. There's something I must ask of you. Before I was captured, I was on a mission. Returning from Elturel, I discovered the plans of the Absolutists. I immediately realized the city couldn't defend itself against such an army. I didn't despair, because the city has a secret guardian, a worm that sleeps beneath. He can be called upon in times of great need. This is such a time. You've been trained in the ways of the great champions and proven to be one of them. The worm will answer your call. You must seek him out. A bronze dragon, yes. He sleeps beneath us even now, awaiting a hero to rouse him. The worm goes by many names. Ansur, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He promised Balduran he'd protect the city if ever its existence was threatened, but just the once. Since then, the city has faced countless threats, but we always overcame. There was never a need to call on the worm. Until now. The Absolute is the greatest threat Baldur's Gate ever faced. The worm must be awakened, and the task falls to you. Take this. The legend of Ansur. An ancient epic. ill-remembered, dismissed as a mere tale. Let it set the path before you. The legend has it that Ansur will only answer to a proven hero of the city. Until a moment ago, I thought that was me. But is he who rejects his own child a hero? What of he who calls his brave son a monster? You showed me the truth. You showed me that I was the one who turned his back. You showed me that Will may be the future of Baldur's Gate, and well beyond it. Thank you. And may the city know the truth of my only son. Pride of Ravengard. Pride of Baldur's Gate. The Absolute's voice is gone, but I still hear its echoes. I was returning from Elturel. My traveling party stopped at an inn, Joaquin's Rest, to lay our heads. It wasn't the heat that woke me. It was the scent. Cultists had set fire to the place. I don't remember being taken. Just the smoke burning my throat before I fell. I awoke in Moonrise Towers, inside one of those damnable pods. The rest, well, the rest goes without saying. A complicated one. I went to greet Elturel's High Overseer, only for the Archdevil Zariel to drag the city into the hells. I've been touched by Avernus, been a plaything for demons. A tale for other places, other days. It is no legend. Ansur does sleep beneath the rock and will come to the city's aid when it is in need. He is oath-bound to do so.
We have 2 children. You can't make us split up the family. Drew and I are risking our...
Trust me.
You better catch up to us.
All right, Captain. Something's going on. Just these 3 then.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
ready for this? Moving.
I'm ready. Got to move.
I will ascend. Victory awaits.
Breathing, despite everything.
Inveniam via. Torment.
Deactivated. Thank the gods.
I thought the overseers were invincible. What happened to Obelia? Is she safe? My heart. I thought her lost. I would give more than just my sight to keep her safe. Our destination is the Neurosita, the nerve center of the Steel Watch. Guide me there, and I'll do the rest. Your bomb will most certainly do the trick. Place it directly on the Neurosita, and then run like every fiend of the Nine Hells snaps at your heels.
knees high.
Make way.
Push my luck again.
Talk to me. On my way.
Like this, mate.
You bow, or you break.
Can't give up.
No choice but to keep going.
Got it.
to waste.
Aye, aye.
Need to find a way forward.
Got to concentrate. Got to focus. I'm not going to last much longer.
Won't last much longer like this. Over there.
Easy.
My path be true.
Much longer like this.
Let's finish this. Can't give up. Not now.
Boom!
Swift and lethal. This is your end. Got to focus. What's the plan? Make way.
Time to push my luck again.
Need to stay focused.
Take your
Tactical.
I am fury. I am death. What should I do? Moving. You will not take me. Let's end this. Take two.
Soldier.
I'm not going to last much longer.
One day I'll catch a break.
Make way. Can't afford to let up. My faith will guide me.
Rested enough. Now, forward.
Rossiter awaits your input. The Neurocitor is the epicenter of the Steel Watch, controlling and connecting every single Watcher in the city. Its technology is far beyond anything you have ever seen. You'll need more than magic or steel to destroy it. Curiosity awaits your input. This will destroy the Foundry, wiping it from the face of the Forgotten Realms.
That was a hell of a show, my friend. Watchers collapse in the street as we speak. And the Foundry. The scent of rune powder drifts through the city like a warm embrace. I see my bomb did the trick. But it's not over. So long as a single parasitic Gondian remains, Baldur's Gate is under threat.
Enough, Warbrin. Gortash enslaved us, forced us to build his steel watches, but no more. Take the city, let the Iron Hands reign supreme. I just wish to go home and hold my daughter. He'll never find us. We have safe houses all over the city. We are no threat. I swear it.
Please. If a Gondian told me the sky was blue, I'd look outside and check. You Gondians will lie, scheme, and torment this city until your dying breaths. Let's end this! After all we've accomplished, you would choose them over me, your brother in arms. Keep your precious Gondians. But know that I will not rest until this city is rid of them and their bootlickers. When the day comes, my hammer will find your skulls and crack them wide open. Iron Hands, move out!